G'day everybody, my name is Gareth Walton and welcome. We have a very special episode happening here in the studio today regarding BlackMagic's new Atem Mini Extreme ISO, which is the one that we have right here, right now. We're going to be doing a bit of a deep dive. Not too deep, because we don't want to go to China, but it's going to be a deepish kind of dive. So there may be some content creators that will do even deeper. That will not be me, but we will do a pretty significantly deep. You wouldn't want to fall into it, otherwise you'd hurt yourself. That's how deep it's going to be, regardless, all right? Guys, my name is Gareth Walton. We do daily videos on this channel, talk about absolutely everything, world events, unboxings, things like that. You can find me on these social medias, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth, if you guys choose to. But yes, we are on YouTube with two different YouTube channels. I'll be linking channel 1 in the description below, but yes, we are on channel 2 right now. Give us a like, subscribe, ring the bell for future videos. Now, let's just quickly show you this again. We could be making some mistakes, but it is what it is. It's a live show, and we're going to go and try our best and show you guys as best as possible what we can do with this beautiful device. So, yeah, here we go. This is the Atem Mini Extreme ISO, brand new, brand spanking new, and only came yesterday. And this is the old, not that old, but still, the Atem Mini Pro. This has been my workhorse in this studio for the past few months, 3-4 months so far. And yeah, it's been a great little machine, great to change the different camera angles that we've had. Obviously nothing's happening right now because none of the cameras are connected to this device. They're all connected to my new Extreme ISO. Now the ISO stands for, well, I can't remember what it stands for, but basically it allows all isolated recording, something like that. It allows all 8 recordings, cameras to be recorded at the same time, plus the actual final output. So that's awesome. That's one of the main reasons why I got this device. But of course, there are other main reasons why I got this, and we're going to talk about that today regarding this right now. So I've added two new cameras to this device. So we currently have 6 running right now. So we're going to show you that right now. This is camera angle 1. Awesome. Great. You know, shows you the establishing shot, shows you where we are. Camera angle 2 is my camera that's on a slider that's moving backwards and forwards. That's awesome. Camera 3 is a GoPro on my C-stand here. Now camera 4 is going to my computer, and the web page that we currently have open is about BlackMagic's new Atem Mini Extreme ISO, which is the one that we have. Camera 5 is this one right here. This is camera 5 right here, moving backwards and forwards, back to 5 again. This is showing you these two devices right now. And camera 6, which is a brand new camera, 5 and 6, which we haven't had before, are now plugged in. 6 is showing you my bird cage, which is right there. Can you guys see me? Hey everybody, hang on. There we go, you guys can see me better now. Whoa, everybody. So, back to 5. We're gonna show you a little more in the studio. Hey, back to 5. So we'll zoom out a little. This is where the bird cage is right now. Hey birds. Pretty birds. So back to 1. So that's what we're doing today. And awesome, I just really love that. Now, this will not be a permanent fixture here. It'll actually be on the side of the table for when I do unboxings, but for the matter of, for me showing you the Atem Mini Extreme ISO, it's here right now facing this way. So back to 5, and of course back to 6 again, which is the bird. So we have got 6 different outputs now. Of course 7 and 8, 7 and 8 are here. 7, 8, they do nothing at the moment. Blank screen, because there is nothing plugged into them at the moment. I probably won't plug anything to them at the moment. Maybe when I start doing some gaming videos, I might. So that's something possibly cool to do in the future. So 8 different outputs, you can't go wrong there. Now, what do we talk about next, guys? What do you think we should talk about? Maybe this part over here. This is a really cool part that I wanted to show you guys. So we're going to zoom in on this right now, and we'll move that like that so you guys can have a better picture of what this thing is doing. Now, there are two different HDMI outputs, so you can show the feed you can show the feed to basically two different monitors, and I think HDMI 1 allows you to do something cool. Take a look at this. So we're going to point this camera at the TV as well as the Atem Extreme ISO. There we go, just like that, I reckon. That's perfect. Now what we're going to do, a little bit more. Okay, now I can change the camera angles like this. See how big the screen is? This is camera 1, camera 2. I can change this without the actual you know, what would I call it? The actual program being changed. This is being changed regardless of the actual finished programs. This is camera 3, 4, 5. Well, that's really trippy. And 6, obviously 7, 8 do nothing. So we'll go back to 5 because that really shows you guys something trippy. We'll zoom in a little. All right, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5. Wow, that's so trippy. 4, 5, 5, 5 does nothing. And 6, 5. The birds have moved, everybody. So there we go. That's one cool feature. You can show your audience. How do we get back out of that? We're back to the multi-view now. There we go. Back to the actual multi-view. You guys can see all the different camera angles. That's awesome. So that allows your people in the studio to see what you're recording from two different monitors and have some cool features going like that. Now, what's the next thing I can show you guys? Wow, there's so many to actually show you. We'll go back to 5 again to show you the actual machine. We'll zoom in a little. We'll bring it forward a little. What do you guys reckon? Okay. Okay, we can go to picture effects. That was my knee knocking that down. Sorry about that, guys. just pretend we're on the Titanic. We're sinking, all right? Hopefully the program doesn't sink. All right, now, these are some of the really cool effects that you can have. You've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I believe. Now, with the Pro, you've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different effects. And yeah, I've never really used them. But of course, the option is there. So we're going to show you some of the effects, well, all of the effects, I guess, on the ISO right now. So let's just do that right now. Okay, we'll zoom in. And we'll do a auto transition of 1 second. That's half a second, 1 second, a second and a half, and 2 seconds. We'll do a second and a half. Now we'll go to transition 1, and then we're going to click a different camera angle. So here we go. Can you guys see that? That's really cool, right? That's number 1. This is number 2 transition. We're going to keep showing you number 5. There we go. So that's number 2 transition right here. Awesome. Number 3 transition will be this one. That's number 3. Kind of cool. Would you ever use this in your daily use? I don't know. This is number 4 transition. It looks kind of the same as 3, doesn't it? Does it? Why does 3 and 4 look the same? I'm not too sure. They look similar. This is number 5 transition. Kind of cool. That's cool. I kind of like that one. This is number 6 transition. Hey, number 6 transition. Birds, be calm. Be calm, my birds. Okay, now it's kind of a square. Number 7 transition. Kind of a sideways swipe. Number 8 transition. Another sideways swipe from the right-hand side. Number 9. Another sideways swipe, a little different. They're all a little bit different. This is number 10 transition, I think it is. Awesome. Let's pretend we're in Star Wars. And we can do really, really cool wipes and stuff like that. That's cool. Birds, can you guys be quiet right now? Come on, we're filming a show. Back to 5 again. And we'll do this transition right now, which I think is a really bright transition. No, it isn't. That's that one. This one's the really bright transition. There we go. That's kind of cool. So you're getting way more different transitions than the Atem Mini Pro, and that's kind of cool, I must admit. What should we show you now? I think we're going to put the towel over the birds because the birds have been really noisy. So we'll do that right now. You guys, go to sleep. Let's see what the camera angle looks like now from the bird cage. There we go. The birds have gone to sleep. Okay, we're going to turn that transition off right now. Back to a normal cut. Boom. So that should be just a normal cut right now. Look at that. Beautiful. What's the next thing we can talk about? All right, back to 5. Now, picture-in-picture is something really, really cool that I've been using for a while now. It allows you to, show a web page and have yourself being seen in, top right, bottom left, top left. You get the picture. 2 new transitions, of course, that this thing has is now, how do we do this? There we go. That's a kind of a cool transition. And we also get a double transition. Wow, that's really, really cool. We're going to focus on the bottom right hand side corner. Hopefully the BlackMagic team are able to make the picture-in-picture sizes permanently bigger. So you can do it in settings, and I have done it in settings, but hopefully they can do it in an actual more professional way to have the picture-in-picture bigger and leave it that way. With the when you actually push these buttons, it actually saves it. That would be great in the future. But what we're going to show you guys now. Okay, so picture-in-picture. So we're going to show you guys maybe my face, this face right here. Beautiful mug, beautiful mug. Now we're going to go to picture-in-picture. Now one thing that I'd like to change is the picture-in-picture style, the different camera angle for that picture-in-picture. So now going back to 5, we're going to do that right now. So we're going to do picture-in-picture. Hopefully we get this right. We're going to go to DVE1. Now, because DVE1 is selected, we can now click one of 8 different buttons, and that should be changing the different cameras. Look at that. On the bottom right hand side, we are changing the cameras right now in the picture-in-picture. That is awesome. The birds are asleep, and of course 7 and 8 have nothing. There's no cameras attached. So by pushing them buttons, yeah, that is honestly really, really cool and game-changing. That's one of the reasons why I had to get this device, definitely to have that type of feature, because in the past I've been on my computer, for example, and the picture-in-picture has always been from this camera angle on the bottom right. Well, now I can have quite literally a different camera angle and talk to you guys while I look at the computer monitor and stuff like that. So that's really, really awesome. I love that. The next thing, what else can we talk about? All right, let's get into it. There are a bunch of buttons here which go green. See the beautiful green? Unfortunately, unless you've got BlackMagic's own cinema cameras, you can't really utilize any of those buttons. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's correct. These buttons are just dedicated. These little slither of buttons right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm not even going to count it anymore, but it's a lot of buttons. And you guys can see how they go green. We'll do that again. And they all just change. See that? These buttons basically do nothing unless you actually have their camera system. But we will talk about it anyway, nonetheless. So this one right here, they're all the same. They all do the exact same ones, but they're for different cameras. This one has gain. This one does focus. So by clicking that button, you can focus that camera for camera 6 or camera 5, depending. This one does black. I'm not too sure what it does. And that one does shutter. So yeah, all these features are really, really cool if you have BlackMagic's own cinema cameras, but I don't. We will show you guys what we actually have right now in the studio. We've got, did I already show you before? I can't remember. We've got the camera slider going backwards and forwards. That's a Canon. We've got a Canon up there. We've got the GoPro up there. So that's camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and of course this is the computer is camera 4, and camera 5 is this one right now, and of course 6 is the birds, which are asleep right now, thankfully. But yeah, what were we talking about? So this is the problem of doing things live, you just kind of forget. But yes, actually having the buttons for your actual BlackMagic cinema camera, that would be really, really cool. But most of people, I'm guessing, wouldn't have that. So these buttons, I'm thinking, are actually useless. Now, there are other different things you can do with this device, such as, keying in different colors. So the green screen type thing, you can have a green screen behind you, and you can do a virtual studio. That's something really, really cool. Can we show you on the actual thing right now? I'm not too sure. Support, products, company. Will it show me? Will it show me? I don't know. There's a picture-in-picture, and it's really, really small, guys. Press images. There we go. We'll click on that. I can't find any at the moment. Company. Now, we're not getting the the thing that we wanted, but that's just been a bit of a deep dive. Not too deep. We haven't gone to China regarding some of the features on the Atem Mini Extreme Pro. Not the Pro, sorry, the ISO. Awesome machine. Okay, one more thing. The most important thing I wanted to talk about. We almost forgot about it. Macros. This was probably the 100% reason I got this machine, for the macros. Now, you could have done macros if you had this device connected to the computer, but we now have dedicated 6 of them macro buttons right there. Can we zoom in anymore? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little sign there that says macros. Awesome. Now let's talk about them for a second. Now there's a guy on YouTube who I will probably link in the description below. Did you guys see that? No, you didn't. You didn't see that. He talks all about macros and how to set them up for your device. Now you can set up any in particular task that you want with the macro buttons, and the macro buttons have only existed on this camera, and we're fuzzy for some reason. The camera's just decided to give up on me. There we go. So these buttons were not on the Atem Mini Pro or the Atem Mini Pro ISO. They just don't exist. But because they exist on this machine, that was 100% the reason why I got this. Now, I want to start doing eventually, hopefully soon, I want to start doing digital zooms. And yeah, there's a guy on YouTube who talks all about it. I will probably link it in the description below. Digital zooms. So let's just say, for example, I change camera 2 and I want to say something really funny or really interesting. And I'm like, hey, why did the chicken cross the road? And then the camera zooms in at the touch of a button. And to get to the other side. Oh God, you've never heard that one before, have you? So that's something really, really cool, to be able to have these 5 individual macro buttons that can be individually programmed. At the moment, they don't do anything. Oh, they do something. That's because I actually, I was actually playing with the settings before. And yeah, it has done something now. What's going on? Macro buttons have done something. Can we go on? Can we get out of it? I don't know. Anyway, this has just been a quick little video showing you what can be done. Clearly something has happened and I'm not too sure what has happened. Some really cool macros you can do and basically take your show to the next level. Stick around to the next show because we're going to be talking, in a week or so, we're going to be talking a little bit more about the Atem Mini Extreme ISO and yeah, going a little deeper into the dive. Thanks for watching. I love you guys and I'll see you for the next video. I would, at this point, I would actually change the camera angle, but I don't think we can. Something has happened. So I love you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Peace out. Bye.